Guys,
Done.
Going live.
Key, if you have a chance to write down the order of the posters going up, that'd be great.
It's all
Anyway,
By the way, the Boys season 2, only 2 episodes came out so far, right? Is that correct?
No idea.
I don't know.
Okay. Nobody watched yet. Okay.
He wouldn't let
okay.
me do it, Kay. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. That's fine. We're actually on YouTube now. I just checked.
we are live on YouTube, yeah.
You can do it in the
Amazing.
stream. Live on YouTube. What's up, people? How you doing?
Live.
First time my face has been on YouTube.
So you know by heart that
You're welcome, YouTube.
Kia, are you standing? What's up with that?
I'm on a stool.
Oh,
I've got a
okay.
bad back.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm sort of like perched on a stool.
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
back friends. Eileen's got a back.
Exactly, yeah. Hi.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Okay, so people, glad that already a couple of people joined, and we have. Oh, are we live? Yeah, we are live. 4 people are in there, so that's
4
exciting.
people. That's probably my mum, my sister, my friend.
And me. We're 8 now.
yeah.
See, we doubled. We doubled fairly quick. I need some more, man. I'm hungry. Ah, Jesus. After this, I can finally eat something real, not sausage fingers.
Oh,
Sausages.
I just realised I said a load of stuff with the microphone off. Anyway, I was talking about posting links in places, and I was saying because it's all because I'm posting so many stuff. That, God, Gareth shared another thing in blah group. Oh, it's about his convention. These are the conversations I imagine, the internal conversations I imagine other people having with themselves.
I've noticed that when you get closer to your camera, you sound less like Barry Manilow as well.
Yeah, so we've been trying to work out what's going on with that, and we still haven't
like
quite
it.
took it. We don't quite know if it's a Zoom thing or a microphone thing. So
It's the very
right now.
voice.
Not a Gareth thing.
it's not a Gareth thing. I can't go that low. I'm a tenor. I can't.
By the way,
It's more, what people say in Barry Manilow. It reminds me of that like fish in
Barry
like, the
Manilow.
pot in.
I think we meant Barry White, not Barry Mann.
Barry
Sorry,
White. Barry
Barry
Manilow is
Manilow.
with
That's
that
what
like
you're
high
about.
voice.
I was carried on thinking of that fish from Solo, a Star Wars story. When it's singing.
Yeah,
And then they changed from the high version to the low version.
yeah. Barry Manilow isn't he? He's the Copacabana guy, right?
Yeah, there you go. That's me
My
getting
friend
my
Coke.
Anita
names
is
mixed up.
there. Hi.
Anita, yeah, exactly. I just want to say that Anita is a fangirl.
Yes.
Is she a real life friend, Eileen, or?
Yes, she's from
Oh.
Canada. I have visited
Canada.
her quite a few times by now, and she's been there pretty much since from the start. Since I started
right.
all of this on Tumblr back.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
Anita, thanks for sticking to Eileen. I mean, it paid off, I guess.
She does have quite a few prints actually that no one else has. So,
What?
yes.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we're 24 people. I think we should knock it out.
I
Right?
think we should get going. So hello guys.
How are we
That's
doing?
you three. They've seen us the whole time, but I'm going to go hello guys as if it's the beginning of something. Hi there. Hi,
It's a
hi
whole
you
new
three.
YouTube video.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, you can, anyway. Hello. And hello to you out there in the interwebs.
Oh, Steve from Predator Blood is here.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Nice.
Hi, Steve. So yeah, we're here with Moor Art Gallery and SG Posters for the Moor Art Gallery launch. But you're launching a business today.
Launching.
You're launching.
This is a big thing, people.
It is.
This
Yeah,
is your baby.
super exciting. This has kind of been in the works for me for about 2 years. That I was
Wow.
collecting posters for a while, and the first one I ever opened up, and I was like, "Wow, I'm gonna get into this." It was a 2001 poster, and I thought, "I'm already hooked."
Which
So,
2001 poster?
It's currently it's currently behind another print at the moment on my wall. I can't remember the artist's name. That's horrendous, isn't it?
Solid.
It's called Drew, but I can't remember his last name because I'm horrendous with names because I said Barry
Drew
Manilow
Millward,
instead of
Drew
Barry Manilow.
Struzen.
Struzen. I was thinking Struzen myself.
Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Something.
Yeah. And now we're on actual day one after nearly 700 days of mulling this over in my mind. We're actually on, we're actually starting it. So, yeah.
So how did it come about?
Well, I went to a Google masterclass sort of every week. There was like a Google entrepreneur sort of thing that I went to, and they were talking about different ways to approach business and how to start a business and learning about your chosen business. And I thought, well, I currently produce a podcast. It was called the Movie Pubcast, where we went to the pub and drank beer and talked about films after going to the movies. And then I thought, well, there's not very many podcasts about posters, and I'm not very good at chatting with people online through texts, as most of you will know. On this group chat, and I thought, well, I prefer chatting to people, and there's lots of Facebook groups and stuff, but maybe it'd be nice to have an actual proper conversation about posters, and that's where I decided to start the Gallery of Everything podcast. And that's where I met James after talking to a few other artists, Eileen including as well. And James mentioned that he wanted to start selling posters, and I thought, well, it's a no-brainer. You know, me and James both have a very similar taste in poster art, and just thought, let's go for it. You know, it taken 2 years before, and it hadn't got particularly anywhere. So, getting James on board, certainly, it was nice to have someone to work against. You know, something to live up to as well. And
how long did that journey take from you guys going, hey, we should probably do something, to today?
I suppose it was the first, when I interviewed James on the podcast, probably one of the first things I said to him is, I want to start an art gallery selling prints. And James was like, yeah, you should have an art gallery selling prints.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, why not?
So pretty much from having a proper conversation with James, and then I was mulling it over for a few months, and then 3 months ago, when COVID was well and truly set in, I thought we've got a bit of spare time, so let's get working together.
So it is it is something that has basically happened within this year.
Yeah, basically.
Wow. That's an impressive turnaround, to be honest. Like, that is a very impressive turnaround from concept to fulfillment, I'd say.
I have to say definitely that Kier was one of the reasons that I started the podcast business in terms of movie poster podcast, and I listened to his because I was writing in the groups, and like they were the only podcast that came up were the Poster Boys. What was it?
Mm-hmm. Poster
Boys, yeah. And then your podcast. So, and I was listening to like a couple of old ones of the Poster Boys, and then I was listening to and there was always a pleasant listen. And that's how I started out with my stuff. So that was kind of you made it happen that I'm here.
Yeah. That's fun, because I remember that first post you putting up saying thank you to the Poster Boys and Gallery of Everything for inspiring me, and I was like, what? I've inspired you?
Yep,
no, it's the guests that I had on the show that were doing inspiration.
No, you did.
It's just lovely being part of like a cool community and everybody reaching out to each other.
James, Eileen, are you seeing this loving going on right now?
Yeah,
you're the best. No, you're the best. No, you. I guess one of the other things before we get into, we've got, was it 10 prints to reveal today.
10.
So we got a lot. We're going to obviously give, because we're going to start off with yours, Eileen. But before we get to that, I just wanted to see if there's any. Are there any particular objectives for you as a gallery? Like, not necessarily USPs, not necessarily USPs, but like, your goals as I say, particularly as you managed to turn this around so quickly. It'd be great to know, like, what, the kind of drivers behind, what's, behind creating it, other than it's just, that sounds like a good idea. And also, and what you want to do, not necessarily differently, but what you want to do as a business, I guess.
Yeah, that's something that me and James talked a lot about. And sustainability was one thing that, is on our mind. Sending out all these poster tubes with plastic end caps and things, and while you can recycle them, it'd be great if they weren't there in the first place. And also the fact that this stuff is just traveling across the world and all sorts, so that's something that we want to make counteract our impact. So that's something we've been looking into, and also just making sure that the artists that we work with are well represented and appreciated in terms of the money that they receive, because we can't do it without them and they can't do it without the galleries. We don't for any stretch of the imagination think that we're trying to step on any of the other galleries' toes, like Vice Press and Bottleneck Gallery. Like, they have paved the way for so many artists and galleries. And even I was chatting with James Henshaw for a bit.
Lovely guy.
Yeah, and he was just so encouraging with the information that he gave me. And yet, like, the only reason it's possible to do this stuff is from like great talented artists and all the artists in the poster posse as well. And yeah, just amazing. So we want to do things differently, but we're not sure just yet because we're so young. We're still learning. So we're trying to approach it all with a humble attitude and not be a big I am. We just want to make sure we're doing quality prints and people like what we're putting out there.
Yeah,
Cool,
and Ben Bow just mentioned that if we find a recycled solution and get the price down, he's definitely in.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
We've been stepping on some recyclable tubes without plastic caps.
Yeah,
And I think they're holding up at the moment, aren't they? Because jumping up and down and stuff.
yeah. I've got just under my desk, I've got a bunch of tubes as like a footrest. I'm just thinking if it can take a few months of just my feet resting on them and the long-term impact my feet will have on a tube, maybe the UPS will be able to treat them in the same way.
And Eileen, what's it like working for obviously this is the first print for you in certainly a while, but and we're gonna reveal it really soon. But what is it like to work for a company that's new? What is it like to know that you're knowing that you're helping them, you're helping them to kick things off, and does it feel good to be part of something that's a new it's a new, I don't know, like a new project? It doesn't feel good. No, it sucks. Okay, cool. No, I didn't think so. That's why I wanted to ask. That's why I asked to clarify that you didn't like it.
Yeah, no, James and I, we go back a little by now. Like, we've known each other on social media. Like, we know each other from the internet. Never met so far, but that will change hopefully in the future. But no, I really respect James as an artist, and I really love his passion. And when he approached me with the whole idea, I was pretty much down from the start, just because I know how good a person he is, and how kind, and that he's in this for the right reasons. There's no like greed or these kind of, it's about the art and the artists and the whole collaboration between a gallery and artists. So that was pretty much the reason why why I said yes when he asked me if we want to do the Stranger Things print. So it was a very easy decision, and I'm just here to help you guys, and I hope everything goes well and we can make awesome things happen in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
think that was a
Stranger
good word.
So I was gonna go straight for the reveal there.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was about to make a bad joke.
Okay, we've been saved by the release of. So here we go. You ready, guys? Are you ready? This is a crowning moment for you guys. Let's show it.
Here it is. The first
piece. Here we go. Ta-da! People can see it. That is my phone hearing "Hey Siri." Sweet. Anyway. Anyway, so here we can see.
Is it in the back there, Eileen? Behind you?
Have you got it in the back?
I've got one here. I've got the very first print of it.
Ta-da!
Yeah. You can see your reflection.
Oh,
Sweet glass, sweet reflection, bro. No.
Yeah, sorry.
That's great.
There we go. That's probably, I don't know.
It's a very.
Yes, it is here in the background because it's the book cover of Printed in Blood's Stranger Things art book that they put out last year. Last year, yeah. And that was I don't know why, but it was chosen as the cover. And I was very happy and very glad and very humbled that they chose that. And yeah, I'm very, very happy that it's going to be out as a print now.
Yeah, and the colours are really striking. I really love that.
Kier, Kier and James, how did it feel? I mean, Kier has the prints in hand, I guess. How did it feel for you?
I'll let James go first on this one. I've been just prattling on.
We need to hear more, James.
Yeah, sorry.
You can do this.
How does it feel for me to have the print not in my hand? Is that what
No. How does it feel to be? I suppose it's how to to have actualized the dream. I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it's amazing. Like, these prints are taken from the Printed in Blood art book. For Eileen to agree and have that cover realized as a print, it's pretty amazing. And it's slightly different from the cover as well, because obviously you've got the title treatment on there. So this is the first time it's kind of like been brightened up a little bit. It looks really nice. These are all printed giclée on Hanmul photo rag, and they I've been told they look great by Kier. Like,
yeah, they do.
not having seen one yet. Yeah, but cool. No, it's, to realize it still hasn't sort of like kind of like fit in yet. Maybe when we sell the first one and that first sale comes in, it might like be it's a thing now.
Yeah. Eileen would also like it if it's on you as well.
Stranger thing, huh?
Stranger things have happened. Anyway, okay, so I think I'd like to come back to speaking to Eileen about well, just generally, I suppose, in terms of your work, and obviously you've meant to be doing. I don't know if I can say, like, there's going to be more between you guys, right? There's going to be more coming out between you guys, right?
If Eileen wants to, yeah, we'll definitely get something in the works. That's for sure.
So if we could address that now. Well, I suppose that's all there is to say, because you probably got NDAs that you can't, or whatever. But that's great that we're going to see more. I say the colours, the contrast between the just that glow and then it's purple on my screen. Is it purple in it is purple, right? Yeah. So did I suddenly go colourblind?
That's weird. I'm pretty sure it was hard to print on the book, because it's that weird bluish purple.
Yeah.
And I think it depends on the printer that you print it on. If it's more on the blue side or more on the purple side. It was intended to be more on the purple side of things, but yeah, it's.
See, I've got two monitors in front of me, and I see it in almost lilac on one side, and then definitely not lilac here. So,
quick question here from the friends out there. Will it ship everywhere? That's the question.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If DHL will take it there for us, then yeah.
Okay, Colton, you heard it here. It will ship to the US. As long as the DHL will take it there. Yeah. And also, another question is, when and where can we find the link?
Well, if you go to at Moor Art Gallery on Instagram, there'll be a link to our website, and then we'll put the link in the comments as well to the website. But it's www.moorartgallery.com. That's where you want to be going.
Spell it.
Moor. That's it. MOOR. Not more. Moor.
So if you were to sound out the entire URL, how would that sound?
Would it be like THH something / /
No, I'm being super serious. Spell out your URL. So
what's the password to get in early? People are asking.
What's the
password? Oh, that's James is the man for that.
So at 8 p.m. That's when the site goes live. I will I'll plunge the big comedy red light lever. And
That is for
that'll get rid of
everyone
it.
not in the UK. That is in about 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's eight
There we go.
BST.
So at the end of it.
Yeah, basically at the end of it, when we stop talking, I'll
I'll
plug
push
it.
the button.
Okay, so should we go to print number 2?
Yeah.
There are 2 things here. 1, can I pronounce the name right? And 2, am I reading my colleague's handwriting correctly? Adam Stothard.
Oh, Stothard.
Stothard, you are. That is not a
Stothard.
H. That is not a H. Stothard. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Adam
I told
Stothard,
you.
he's-
Told you. I'm
Adam's-
so sorry.
Adam's-
Adam, I
Adam
am
is in
sorry.
the chat, by the way. Adam is
Yeah,
in the
Adam's
Is he
in the chat.
really?
Hi, Adam.
Adam Big Love, and I am so sorry.
What a man.
There are a lot of names flying around.
Sure he's
at the
left
moment.
the
There we go.
chat.
So yeah, I'm so
There it
sorry.
is.
Print as well. We've
There
already
it
put
is.
it on the
Yes.
Instagram. Sorry, it's in
Oh
the
my
YouTube
God.
feed.
That is wicked.
It
That
is
is
my
so
That
wicked.
personal
looks
favorite.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really awesome.
This one's
Adam,
nice.
great job, man.
This is our bigger print,
Oh, no, it's-
just because the detail that Adam puts in his artwork
Yes.
is just insane. And even on the seat here, like the shading, just from the seat. And I've talked to Adam Bunch. He was the first guest on my podcast. And I remember emailing him, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do your podcast. Let me have my baby first, and then I'll come on." So we had to wait for Alex to be born, and then he let me come around and interview him. And we were just talking about his detail, like this guy's hair as well. Is it on the? Is it
Yeah.
on YouTube? Sorry.
Yeah, it's on YouTube on the screen. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, his artwork is just insane.
And if you
It's
see the
such a beautiful
clipboard there
job.
as well, like
Yeah.
there's a clipboard, and he has actually written out like a proper profile of 11. Like it's
Yeah.
all
Nice.
proper detail from the show.
And I mean, the
you-
concept is just so good.
yeah,
Mm.
to see it from that angle, it's
Ah,
It's very, very.
So
cool.
we had to
Adam.
Can we get some info on the sizing and edition run and printing and so on?
So this is one of 200, and it is much to the disapproval of Vice Press, possibly. It is 40 by 50. IKEA frame, £8. So you can get this on your wall for less than 50 quid easy.
They,
Don't you?
another person in another gallery who's closely working with IKEA.
This is it, with shills.
Shout out to Matt Ferguson.
I'll push it aside slightly so you can see it.
Tell you what. I'm almost inclined to say you know the exact order of the names that you should say them, and I'll just go right. Print 3's up, and you say them. I cannot believe. I feel so bad because of course I've seen his name on Twitter from retweeting stuff. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry. Stothard. Sorry.
Okay.
So
Alright,
we'll
he'll
go
forgive
to
you.
we'll go to
Okay,
we'll go to
present your next one, guys.
print number 3.
for number 3. You can pop it up on the screen, and I'll.
Here it
I'll let
is.
you know.
Yeah.
Scott Woolston.
Scott
Yeah.
Wilson.
Oh, now this is the third one I've got framed, but that's it now.
I was
No
going
more
to say,
framed,
how
unfortunately.
many
I
have
was
you done?
running out of frames. I know the
It's
cheap
like,
frames,
Are you
but
selling them? Are you selling them framed? I'm like, yeah,
No,
50,
we're not.
50
No,
it's
no.
an extra 50 quid.
Yeah.
It's £8 frame.
yeah.
And this looks really cool. I do
Yeah.
like the colours because
Yeah.
the frame and it.
Especially the details in the frame are so
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you see it up on the website, you'll be able to zoom in and see the details on the frame. And
There's a lot of
the way
trinkets.
it's, like, being carved in. There's all like different bits from the show. It's so
Yeah.
good. And like I had a quick look at the Giclée just over the internet, and that orange, like really bright orange, that looks amazing in print.
I need to
Yeah,
start
I-
out these two screens because it's like pink here and orange there.
It looks like an infrared kind of color on my end. It doesn't look orangey, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal print. It really is.
The artist is just one of my key art heroes because he comes from the key art field, which for people not familiar with that term, it's people creating the official posters for movies and stuff. And he's coming from that field, but leaning into alternative movie posters quite some as well.
Yeah.
And he has just the greatest pieces. If you can check out his Instagram, Scott Woolston, I think he's on there. Just check him out. His work is just amazing. His Jaws print,
He put out a really
Yeah.
good shining print with Bob.
Exactly. Yeah. I talked about that. Yeah, and It looked great.
Awesome.
Yeah. For me, like being a nerdy Star Wars fan as well, he did the front cover for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance book. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm working with someone who's worked on official Star Wars again. Proper nerd.
For all the people, Tom Chester has been shout out. I think his shop is called Bay Framing. So all the people in the UK, check that out.
Hey,
Maybe,
Tom.
Yeah, there are other places that aren't IKEA.
They are,
Yeah, it's like other framing services are available.
Beautiful part of the world as well, Morecambe Bay. Just thought I'd put it out there. Yeah.
So I mean, we're on for number 3, and we are almost half the time we have. So let's
we're at a pace. And now number 4. I'm going to let you say the names. I'm not doing this game anymore. It's number 4.
Who is it?
Liza.
This is do you want to
Shumskaya.
Yeah, Liza Shumskaya.
As I said.
An artist from Ukraine. This is like her style has kind of evolved really, really quickly. So this was produced last year, but already she's creating pieces that are perhaps even like, I don't know, just evolved a level like even beyond this. And we were talking earlier about diversity and the amount of female artists coming through, and like I think Lisa's like, you know, at the top of that. We'll be working with people like Bella Grace, Freya Betts. There are so many. It just, you know, that's one of the things about this gallery. It just doesn't make sense that we haven't seen those names.
I was going to say, come on the show, all of you.
So yeah, now like we can do that. We can commission people. You know, the art is right for certain licenses. It doesn't matter that they're female, but there are, like Matt Ferguson was saying earlier, you are seeing these different styles. You know, not just stout clones over and over again.
Yep.
There's really interesting stuff coming out.
Stout guy anyways.
But one of the things I wanted to talk about this print, and obviously, unfortunately, this is one that you don't have printed because I really wanted to see this printed because the colours seem so. The colours seem so.
These won't go reflective, will they? I can actually show these without showing my computer.
Technically speaking, it would be a better viewing experience.
It would be, wouldn't it? There you go.
I wanted to see what the colours look like because the colours seem to be really cool on the Instagram preview and stuff.
Unfortunately, my webcam is an absolute potato. So
no, the colours look really pretty.
Yeah.
It's a really nice colour palette.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to buy all of them.
Do you not get a set just for, like, you know?
Oh, I don't know. Should I?
That's an interesting AP. Yeah.
It's like, no, we have this business model of not giving away stuff for free. We think it's a way we can make some money. Okay, so should we go to print number 5?
Is Lisa on, by the way, on the YouTube channel? Did somebody see her? Probably not.
No.
Okay. Lisa, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Join us.
Yeah, join us.
Oh, look at that.
Next one.
And
What's the next
Mark
one?
Levy.
Ooh, there we go. Mark Levy. Hey, Mark Levy just followed me on Instagram.
Yeah, awesome
Shout
guy.
out. Shout out, Mark.
Yeah.
Very good guy. This one you can obviously hang both ways as well, which
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yep. I like it that way. Yeah.
I can do it that way.
That's great. That reminds me of the late print of Matt Taylor, who did the Power of X and House of X, which you can basically turn around and everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you have it 2 ways up. Yeah. It's also got a sort of a playing card feel to it.
Yeah, it does.
Is that, I don't know if that's deliberate, but obviously the rounded edges also give me that vibe. You know.
So what you can do for that print as well is go to Bay Framing and see if you can get like a hinge fitted in the middle of your frame, so you can spin it around and however you're feeling.
Cool.
And watch the whole thing spin around like a Catherine wheel.
Yeah, Tom can mount it to a twister board.
There you go.
Yeah, there's some really nice details in this as well, like text-wise as well. You really have to like look in close, see what Mark's done on that. But, yeah, a really, really nice one. And yeah, I get that playing card feel from that one as well.
Okay, so we'll go for number 6 now. Five, including this one to go. This is really, really cool.
Oh yeah.
This is
I
really,
know
really cool.
that
Steve
one.
Sampson.
Dark Inker.
Dark Inker, he's on here. Dark Inker, you're on, man.
Yeah, send him in the comments.
Hi guys. He's
Hi.
Hi, sorry that I didn't. I know you as Dark Inker. I did not realise that your name was Steve. Sorry. come on, show. But yeah,
Steve was really great. As soon as we asked him if we could do it with him, he within a couple of hours he replied to me and said, "Yeah, I'm on board."
Oh, he gave you
the yeah.
I thought you were going to say he gave you the full art. He gave you the full art within 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, he basically said, "Yeah, I can get it to you ASAP." So yeah, that's an awesome.
Yeah, he was so good, really supportive, and like constantly supporting as well all along the way, and like grow with all getting the artworks and.
Getting
really
I'm getting a little bit of a Shining vibe from the bottom of that print.
Yeah, a little bit. With the blood.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. By the way, I mean, it's so sad that we can't have like a actual gallery opening for that. That would probably a great show. But yeah, I love this that we're all together here. That even Eileen and I can be part of this.
Yeah. Oh, Andy's there, by the way. Hi, Andy.
Andy's back.
What fair?
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go for print number 7 now. Freya Betts, come on the show.
Quick question while we're talking about the next one. There's a question by Dave Skates. He wanted to know, how did you choose the prints for this show, for the opening of your gallery?
Well, me and James were looking through the book together, and we were talking about.
Yeah, it's by Stephen, who's in the chat. Stephen Hovicki from Put It in Blood. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, basically, it was like, who would you absolutely love? Which ones do you want on the wall? And apart from there being absolutely every single one of them, yeah, we were just looking through it, and then we said basically we'll choose these ones. You know, these are some of our favourites from the book, and if they're happy to go ahead. And basically, yeah, all the ones that we wanted, everyone said yes, basically. So we were absolutely spoiled rotten. Like,
I've only just realised that I've seen this piece before now, and that because the eye, I remember the eyes just cut into you.
Yeah,
like
he looks terrified.
He does look terrified.
Well, Freya Betts' art is just insane. She's so talented.
Freya Betts, yeah.
Those eyes look like when I got Adam's name wrong.
What?
It's like I love her new workspace, like the little cottage thing.
She has it on her business cards too.
There you go.
That is very cool.
There you go.
Yeah,
Last dimension on
Freya's
those.
down in Cornwall. Is it Cornwall? I think.
Yeah.
She's like basically living off grid, like as much as she can, being a freelance illustrator.
So smart.
And it's beautiful. Like if you can, visit her Instagram. She's got photos of her workspace. It's all wood, all decked out. Like it's stunning.
Nice.
So
Very
nice.
artsy. Very artsy.
Very. I want to move there now.
Yeah, we're working on some other stuff with her as well, coming out in a couple of months' time.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's definitely worth a follow. That's for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, I had her on the podcast as well, so check that out to get to know her a little bit more if you want to. It's definitely
In my living room, I have one of her Tim Burton prints up.
there you go.
In my living room.
Oh, this piece I've put behind you. Right.
Everybody has a little bit
We're
of
just
Freya.
showing off our Freya Betts.
Which one is it?
It's
That's a Little Women.
Little Women, but
Yeah.
you can't really see. There we go.
There, yeah. That's so pretty.
You guys need to get museum glass, honestly. I've actually Bay framing. No, Tom Chester's a good guy. He's a really good guy. So we'll go to number 8, and this guy, I know this guy's name.
Who is it?
It's James Hobson.
I've heard that.
Oh, that's James. That's
Isn't
you.
Isn't that James Creative?
Are you the
Oh, I know
James?
him.
James
You guys are a bit
Creative.
of a dick.
And
Great,
that one,
man.
So
So-
yeah, do you want to tell us about this piece and
Sure.
and
And it's
concept behind it?
in Eileen's frame, yeah. And don't get it twisted. It's not Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
oh shit.
There you go. I get one as well, Ali. There you go.
Aw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this one, for me, if I can talk about this one quickly,
Yeah.
is pretty special because I went to the Printed in Blood signing at Forbidden Planet in London. And that's basically where I met Steve from Printed in Blood. And James was like the first person on the table. And he opened up the book and he went to sign it. I was like, "You made that?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." And then we just carried on moving around the table. Yeah. And then we ended up, now I've got it in my hands ready to sell.
Okay,
now your perspective, James.
Yes, we need to hear more of you, James.
Sorry.
Basically I had each artist was given an edition of 200 to sell, licensed by Netflix. I gave out 150 at the Forbidden Planet event, the signing of the book. So I had 50 left. So I thought, well, we'll get them printed up and put them on the shop.
He's like, so I gave those ones away, but these ones I'm gonna charge money for.
The ones I gave away were A4, and they were
Make
they were
that
just
money.
digital, like from Moo or something, But they're nice.
They're really nice quality. That's why you're up next to Tony here.
Yeah, they turned out nice. But yeah, another thing that I do want to say is that the gallery won't be a vehicle for me either. Like, I don't want to put any more prints up on the gallery at all. I'd rather do that off my own back, approach other galleries. Maybe once I've kind of built a bit of a name up for myself, hopefully, then I might consider it. But yeah, I want to keep the two separate for sure, because the thrill of trying to get your work into a gallery is it's part of the fun thing, to be honest. So.
But I might having your own gallery is going to open some doors, huh?
And I'm sure it has
I know.
benefits and its drawbacks. I'm sure also.
Yeah, like Matt Ferguson said earlier. Yeah, there's the competition.
Yeah, and it's so true.
Yeah.
I thought about that one. It's very, very true. It's very good that, we have new places around, new galleries and stuff, just featuring new artists. Because, like I said earlier, I feel like, we need a little more diversity. And it's nice that, these big people put out the awesome art and stuff. But there's also smaller artists that would love to put out, art.
And also because of your, for example, you, Eileen, in terms of, you were talking about how your social media feed is a large chunk of it is sharing other people's art, by constantly making those connections, it's like to the power of you make a connection with one person, but that one person is connected to however many hundreds.
I have no idea how many
Do you know
jobs
what I
I
mean?
got like that. Seriously, within the little bubble that we have, I constantly either I get jobs because people say, "Hey, I don't have time. Do you have time? Can I, give them your name?" Or the other way around. I have people that I'm too busy, so I give jobs to other people. So that's how this works. So it's nice to have a good running community.
Yeah.
It's only working when you're,
Quick question on the side: How can people get you noticed, or can they apply somewhere? Because Pixel Surgery is basically trying every second comment to be part of.
Pixel Surgery, I know. Philip, hello, Philip.
The best thing is, the way I've kind of picked up on artists has been through social media. I mean, that's why myself and Eileen, we kind of converse on there quite a lot. It's literally tag Moor Art Gallery every time you put out a piece. It guarantees that we'll be able to see it then. It'll just pop up, and we can build up a picture of what people are putting out with minimal effort on our side. If you're if you're making the job easier for us, then that's only going to make your chances better for us to put some work out.
Awesome. Shall we go to the next print?
Yep.
Adam Cockerton. Doing all right with names now. I'm doing all right with names now. Pretty damn cool.
You got the names down on the very last piece.
No, there's one more. No, there's one more left.
Is there one more? Is there?
Yeah.
I love this one.
Yeah.
The color palette. Orange.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I think this one stands out as like quite different from the other ones as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's quite. It's got a bit of an unnerving vibe. I'm like, it's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like the Strangers, the Purge kind of.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or like the Warriors or something.
Or
Like
Slipknot.
a gang in New York and the Warriors. Like you're going up against the Baseball Furies and the Stranger Things.
Exactly.
This is the front cover of the documentary for how Slipknot came to be. No.
That's right.
Yeah. No, it's really cool, and then it's got that unnerving vibe, and I think it's quite. It seems increasingly difficult, just for art to be sort of, to create those sorts of emotions and stuff. So, but it does have that. I don't know if it's just because it's all eyes are on you as you look at the piece. It like all eyes are on you. That's partly how it is, but also you can tell that there's that sort of threatening vibe going on, but they're also clearly not adults. So I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That vibe from knowing also that the characters themselves are youths.
Yeah, Stephen also just added that this is the only piece that has this kind of subject in the book, so that's very smart on his part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, let's move on to the last one.
This I've got to confess that it's not that it's my favourite, but it's the one where I went because it's just my own personal interest in dinosaurs. So
it's Jurassic Park.
It's no, not quite, but it's the cotton candy Dilophosaurus by Ryan Shoemate. I thought it was Shoemate, and then I was like, yeah, Shoemate. Hello, Ryan. Ryan's been very generous on social media. I've noticed him tweeting and Instagramming. He's a very
Ryan is a good guy.
And
Ryan's gonna be big. He's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm telling that like I do talk to him quite a lot, like like on like Skype and stuff. And I keep telling him like you're gonna be, up with the big ones, Mondo, blah blah blah. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yeah. He just
does everything right, like in the way he talks to people, in the way he does social media. He's just doing everything right, and like his work is awesome.
Are you gonna get this one, Gareth?
Yeah. I mean, I want the series. But it did say. The thing is, the truth of the matter is that James hinted that there might because this isn't the only one, right? It's
five.
So
Jeez. 5 of them?
And there was a discussion of
There's another one here, Velociraptor.
Oh snap!
How beautiful is that? I try not to get the reflection in.
Is it going to be this size, or is this a test print?
No, this is the size. Yeah, so that's in yet another IKEA frame.
Very nice set.
Yeah.
So
okay. I love them.
I've got my eyes on the set.
Yeah, since room is wall space is very hard to come by.
It gets my wall space because I really anything that's got a Dilophosaurus goes on the wall.
I would love to have a 5x5 for the whole series. That would be great.
They've done it in
we do have a 5x5, but not of a dinosaur.
Oh,
Okay.
is it the
5x5 sounds good. Can you elaborate?
So we talked to an absolute gem of a guy and brilliant artist,
He's like my favourite.
Andrew Swainson.
He's my favourite.
Ooh, is he going to be on? Yeah, he's going to be on.
He's going to be on tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
I'll tell you a little bit about his session in a minute.
And he's very kindly, as well as being an early guest on the podcast, he's gifted us an original piece around 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
He's also in the chat, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out, Andrew.
Andrew,
Thank you, Andrew. So basically, if you sign up to the newsletter, and thank you to the people that already have, they've received information about this. But yeah, for people who have signed up to the newsletter, and you put a code in at the checkout, you'll get a free Andrew Swainson 5x5 print.
Can we reveal that? I think, I mean, you've already emailed about it. I'm just wondering if I just sent it to our tech girl Key to see if she might be able to put it up on the screen. Yeah. So Andrew, speaking, or it's, you know, obviously we've got dinosaurs, and he's dinosaur man to me, because he draws dinosaurs for me, and he's going to be drawing dinosaurs for us live tomorrow. And honestly, it is the most. We did a little. We had a little rehearsal a couple of days ago, and it was the most soothing viewing experience I think I've ever had. So I'm gonna watch it, then buy some stuff from his store, and then take the hour break that we've got after his session to have a nap, because honestly, it's just so good. Anyway,
is that your own like ASMR sort of thing?
Yeah, well, I am a massive ASMR fan, but it's like a visual ASMR. There's no sort of sonic thing going on, but it's just so relaxing. Anyway. So we're just gonna get we're just gonna put the Andrew Swainson piece up of the baby from the Massive Attack video. That's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah, it's a really cool piece. When he put up the picture of the eye, I would never have guessed that this was what it was. He teased the art, just the eye, on his social media, and I would have never have guessed that this was what it was going to be. You know, it's pretty, and I know that he turned it around pretty quick, right?
Yeah, you know, he's just so good. The guy is super talented.
He is super talented.
A natural, like,
and he's also very nice and kind and just
absolutely.
Yeah, he is salt of the earth type.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Anyway, so you can see it now, and it's so yeah. Well, your gallery is going to launch in 13 minutes. You want to? I'm going to try this again. Kia, would you like to spell out the URL? I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it on all our social media anyway. But just spell out the URL of your website.
Yeah, so it is www.moor gallery gallery.com.
There we go.
Moor Art Gallery.
Moorartgallery.com.
Yeah.
The only reason I asked that is because there are hyphens in logos and stuff like that, and just to make sure people definitely get it. That's the only reason why. It was for practical reasons, I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That took every bit of concentration to spell that out, even though I've been writing it about 1,000 times a day for the past 3 months.
You could have. I'd have done it if you wanted. Anyway. So see, we're gonna sort of look to wrap it up now. But obviously, as we said earlier, in terms of looking to the future, Eileen, you're gonna do some more with them, right? You can't say, but you're like.
We've got some projects.
Not if that's
happening. Nod. If you need assistance. Hold up 3 fingers.
No, I mean, happy to do anything with those guys. It's been a blast so far, and I know that they're going to be good at this, and of course I'm going to be back for anything they ask me to do. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
some ideas somewhere.
Yeah, we have, and it's interesting listening to Vice Press earlier talking about being a year ahead in the future with all the plans, and we're basically still like working on making sure we're just about 6 months ahead.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Even that.
So
we've been lucky in the licenses that we have already. Like, that's been great. And we've got some more things lined up, but yeah, I don't know how much we can really say. Can we?
No, it's fine. I'm not going to pressure you into it, but you don't have to say things. I just thought I didn't know if there were things that you were going. Okay, we'll tease because different artists, different galleries have been thinking we will or we won't. And I was just giving you the space to do it if you wished.
Yeah.
But
we
to
can
be
talk
fair,
about the artists. We can talk
the
about the
artists,
artists themselves that we're working
okay, yeah.
with,
I mean,
which
you
is
want to
super
do that?
exciting. Yeah, so like one for me, like one of the artists that whose work I absolutely love and adore is Travis Knight, who sort of does like the X-ray vision sort of thing with the like classic red and blue 3D glasses. So we're working some art with him, and then I don't know. We can take it in turns with James if he wants to mention the next one.
I've been talking to the guy who did that print behind me.
Yes, he did mention in his session that in the panel that he'd be working with you. You can say his name.
So it's
He's not Voldemort.
But
he's Matt Gryffindor.
He is Matt Gryffindor.
Yeah, talking for a couple of projects with Matt as well, which are pretty exciting.
And then, as we said, we've got Freya Betts as well working on a project currently, which is exciting. Yeah,
we've just had work from Bella Grace come through, which needs approval. But that's awesome.
Yeah, Bella Grace as well I remember messaging her about coming on the podcast, and that was months ago, and she was just like, "Yeah, sounds good." And it's nice just being able to work with people that we've been chatting to about this idea, and then they're already on board before we've even launched. So that's always exciting.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you very much. Obviously, you've got 8 minutes now once you hit the 8 o'clock, there's no turning back. You've done it, and now you're going to actually have to. You're actually going to have to roll.
Have to deal with it.
You're going to have to actually. You're actually going to have to do fulfillment. You're actually going to have to roll some stuff, and.
I'll just crawl under the desk and rock for a few minutes.
Why?
But yeah,
massive
congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah,
congratulations, guys.
Massive congrats on getting there and getting there in such a short space of time. That's incredible.
Can't wait. What else will be on the horizon? So there's so much cool stuff. I mean, be prepared. Cool stuff is coming.
Yeah. Well, can I say a few thanks as well? So
sure.
Thanks to you two. You guys for putting this on. Like, it came at a perfect time. It was great to do. Like, I never in a million years did I think that we'd be launching the gallery live on YouTube. So you guys made that possible, and James as well for coming on board, and Sonia, my wife, like she's working with us as well, and she's been listening to me.
Part of the team.
Shout out if you're watching.
Yapping on for years. Like, look at this, and like, I really want to do this, I really want to do that. She's like, yeah. And then she didn't say just shut up, Kia. She was like, all right, okay, yeah, I'll support you. And yeah, she's been great. And then all the other artists that got on board, like we couldn't have done it without any of you. And my mum as well. I was yapping away at my mum. So
shout out to Kia's mum. Come on the show.
Yeah.
Poster aficionado.
Okay, so that is the end of all our sessions. However, we have the quiz in 1 hour and 7 minutes. There are some great prizes because Matt Ferguson has donated a number of Empire Strikes Back APs, which hopefully he'll sign. Matt, please sign them. He's not watching. I know he's not watching. Because we had him for 3 hours already. He's probably asleep.
He said he was drinking, so maybe.
Oh, he's drinking himself to sleep. So we got some amazing prizes. We've got and there'll be multiple winners. There's also a prize for the team. I say team, they're singular people entering. But, there's a prize for last place as well, and
Nice.
And that is at 9 p.m. So yeah, that's at BST. So that's in 1 hour and 6 minutes, and basically it is going to be 8 rounds. Some of the rounds are about movies, some about alternative movie posters. Chris Gibson and Darren Andrews are hosting. They are going to get progressively more intoxicated as they do present, and they've come up with some they've been very creative, and you know, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there's you can see it on ampjam.org. There will be the link to the form that you have to fill in as you go along, do the quiz, and so come join us in an hour and 5 minutes. It'll be on ampjam.org, and yeah.
Tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is another day. I mustn't forget tomorrow. No, sorry. I will.
I'm going to do it for you, Gareth.
Okay, you do it. I just did the spiel about the quiz.
Exactly. So check the quiz out and come back definitely tomorrow. We're going to start at 12 p.m. BST with Matt Griffin, who is going to work with these guys, the Moor Art Gallery. Also, we had him on early on the panel. After that, we will have Andrew Swainson on, who did some cool stuff, and he's also a dinosaur guy. So definitely going to love that.
That's the pre-nap session.
Exactly, and then we're going to have Pete Diamond.
That is going to be really cool, and he's got a very, very cool piece coming out, like a seriously cool piece coming out.
Yeah, so check out for that, and I'm probably not going to be there the first 3 sessions, or at least the first 2 sessions, so I'm going to join you after. And then there's going to be a break, and we're going to have at 5 p.m. BST. There's Dolly is going to be back on, also doing some live drawing. And in the end, we have a geek session, a treat for you. Uniquely Geekly is going to be on. Ben Bow is going to be there. He's in the chat. He is talking, and he knows.
He's been very active. I'm very grateful that he's actually paying attention to all this stuff as well.
And he's a great guy. So can't wait for that talk. So check that out. And I will see you all tomorrow. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for coming on.